So, my next green screen romp is going to be on The Thing Remastered. It's a remaster of the game that came out in 2002, and it's a direct sequel to the 1982 movie The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. One thing I realised I didn't do was watch the trailer when it came out, so I figured even better way to do it, and it's something I've not done before, is to watch that trailer with you. So let's check it out. Okay, violence, blood, gore, all good stuff. Okay, we need that for a Thing movie.
Blake, it's Whitley. What's the situation?
Things
not good.
What do you mean?
The base is gone, Colonel. It looks like massive explosives damage.
Understood. Keep your team together and get them to shelter as quickly as you can.
Roger that.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. We still have nothing to go on.
Have you found anyone yet?
Nothing yet. I just arrived.
Very cool.
Roger. See if you can find anything that'll give us an idea what happened.
Stay the hell away from me, I'm warning you.
I need your help.
I ain't going.
Yeah, the beats so far have been really good. Loads and loads of throwbacks, loads of callbacks to the movie, which is obviously fan service, but for a movie this kind of beloved, I think you need to do that. I'll go back and do like a proper analysis of a lot of this in a minute, but let's keep going.
We're nowhere with all those things out there. Kill them, and I'll help get us out of here.
I have thoughts and I have feelings. John Carpenter confirmed.
The whole place is gonna blow. My men are dying out there.
You're out of your league here, Blake. This game is just beginning.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, like I said when we were watching it just then, I have thoughts and I have feelings. So the tone of the trailer is pretty cool. I think it leans heavy into like it's giving Carpenter, you know, it's giving that. But at the same time, I think the kind of the action thriller roots buried in the game are kind of showing through a little bit. There's a lot of the Thing that you see in the Thing creatures that in its kind of various forms that you see in there, which is cool. Obviously, you know, the Thing is a creature that imitates every life form that it has ever encountered across, you know, this planet and God knows how many others. So it's right that it should appear differently a few times. But yeah, you'll see as we go that the tone is just inconsistent. It's super inconsistent. So let's go back and have a little mooch through the trailer.
It looks
itself.
like massive.
Where we arrive here is literally the tail end. Well, it's after McCready and Childs are kind of freezing in the dark at the end of the movie. Outpost 31 has been destroyed, which is the American outpost, and Blake and his team have rocked up at one of the outposts to explore it. I think they're like beta team, the beta cuck team. And Alpha Team has gone to investigate the Norwegian outpost, which is it's kind of where the outbreak starts. Really, it's where the Thing is first discovered. So, good old night dive. I think they did a pretty good job on this. I think the lighting and stuff looks really cool. You can see in the trailer that, like, yeah, it looks old, yeah, it looks janky, but I think modernizing lighting in a game, I think makes such a huge difference, and I think it holds up pretty well. I think the main character is obviously just like a typical meathead soldier type, which is kind of lame, but for the time, I think it was kind of expected. Also, the voice acting is a bit but again, largely serviceable. One thing you will notice, speaking of audio, is that at no point was the Thing music used. Not that I heard anyway, but yeah, the like music in this game, the music sucks. That's the only thing I will say. It fucking sucks in this game. There are times that I thought my game was literally broken because there is just a complete absence of sound, and any sound that there is just like almost non-existent. Let's look more at the trailer.
Keep your team together and get them to shelter as quickly as you can.
So,
Roger that.
I'm gonna hide this tape.
okay, super cool. So McCready, Kurt Russell's character, Kurt Russell, who I literally have tattooed on my leg, his character in this game anyway, not just Kurt Russell randomly. But yeah, RJ McCready, this is a plot mechanic that they use in the movie quite often, where RJ McCready records his kind of thoughts as they go. It's kind of like it's a nice little insight into the psyche of the group in the movie. He uses this to kind of drive the story along, you know, about how like there's like a lack of trust, there's like a paranoia that's seeping into the group. They've lent into that here, which is really cool.
When I'm finished, if none of us make
This is Childs. So I mentioned a second ago that Childs and McCready are the people that are still surviving at the end of the movie. It's very ambiguous, the end of the movie. If you haven't seen it already, go and fucking watch it. Don't watch this. Go and watch the movie, okay? I'll wait. Okay, cool. So McCready and Childs are the only two that survive. This is Childs. We don't know that straight away, but I'm telling you right now that this is Childs.
it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. We still have nothing to go on.
Have you found anyone yet?
Nothing yet. I just arrived.
But yeah, so this is the Norwegian base. So they've visited Outpost 31. They can see that it's been destroyed in this trailer. And now they're going to the Norwegian outpost, which is where the thing was discovered and caused all the shit that it did in the movie. That axe is in the door in the movie as well, which is really cool.
Roger. See if you can find anything that'll give us...
This dude here is also someone that was dead in the movie too.
an idea what happened.
Look, like I say, loads of fan service.
Stay the hell
really
away.
cool stuff. This scene here, the main plot mechanic for the movie, despite it being about a shape-shifting alien, is this like constant erosion of trust, this paranoia that is there for everyone. You can't trust anyone. The thing can be anyone at any point, and there's no way you can prove that you aren't the thing, that you are not the thing, or are. Well, you can prove you are the thing because you turn into the fucking thing. It's all about paranoia. It's all about trust and not knowing if the man sat next to you is really the man sat next to you. So yeah, that's the kind of the premise. And this is kind of really leaning into that. So like little bro over here doesn't trust these bigger bros. And there's also some dead bro on the floor too. So harrowing stuff.
Warning you,
I need your help.
I ain't going nowhere
Okay.
with all those things out there. Kill them, and I'll help get us out of here.
Okay. So these little things here are called scuttlers, and they're like small versions of the thing. They're very much based on the spider head thing from the thing. It really wears its influence. It's on its sleeve at times. They are fine. There's loads of different variations. I will talk a lot about that in the deep dive that I do soon. But yeah, so far so good.
Going nowhere with all those things out there.
This ice block here it's what they removed from the ice outside the Norwegian base in the movie. So the thing like came out of this basically. Once it thawed out, it was able to escape and completely fuck up the Norwegian base. The first like half of this trailer is like pretty much just fan service.
I'll help get us out of here.
So that's the thing. I think it's pretty good. I think for the time, it was good. And I think the lick of paint they've added to it with the new lighting, you see like the little specular highlights on it dotted around, all of this shit. I think that's really cool. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. So I think all of that shit's really cool. Gives it that like that ooey gooey look. And that was like so prominent in the movie. Everything was covered in KY jelly. Everything dripped. Everything smoked. The practical effects were just crazy in that film. I think they replicate it quite well here. What I don't love is that this is literally the first scene of the game. There's loads of tension built from the thing not being seen immediately. This is like the first scene. So I feel like they kind of spoiled that a little bit, but that's just me. These are again multiple versions of the thing. This is where it kind of like starts to break down a little bit. Like there's so many creatures on the screen here. And I think this is inherently one of the issues with this game that I'll talk a little bit more about. But like certain things in the movie don't translate well to the game. John Carpenter. That's fucking awesome, right? That's fucking sick. John Carpenter in a video game. So I understand that he never, I might be wrong. Forgive me if I am. I understand he never played this game, but he kind of like endorsed it. I think he was just like hyped on the game, but I don't think he ever actually played it. I'm not sure if he ever said it was canon. Let me know in the comments if he ever said it was canon, but I couldn't see anything that he said it was canon, but I think it's like presumed canon because he endorsed the game, but eh. I feel like every single game that came out from like Resident Evil 2 onwards, that if there wasn't some kind of self-destruct sequence in it at some point towards the end of the game, it wasn't a game. Like if I think about like the ends of loads of fucking games from that era, if there is like fire or some kind of like lava, that is the end of the game. And I think self-destruct sequences fall into that as well. Like I think about Terminator 2. I know I'm at the end of the movie because it starts getting hot.
My men are dying out there.
You're out of your league here, Blake. This game is just beginning.
So you're seeing that it is about, well, you can tell it's kind of like conspiracy-led, like virus conspiracy subplot kind of shit. It's fine. This isn't fine. This looks like fucking Call of Duty. Call of Duty with a big tentacle hand man. This is where it kind of falls apart. Like the tension, the horror, all of that stuff is actually pretty good early on, but then it kind of becomes this little action-y thing, and that is kind of showcased here a little bit. I need to stipulate that I am not going to be ragging on this game a lot because despite all of the jank, I am kind of obsessed with jank. I love games from this era. I think because I was like a kid in that era, like I've got such love for that kind of vibe. And yeah, I will explain more, but yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Yeah, again, not using the music from the movie, which is a real shame because it's so iconic. It's a real shame that they couldn't license that. So that's kind of like a dig into the trailer itself. I think it's largely cool. It doesn't like lie about what the game is. It gives you a real good like showcase of everything that you should expect from it. And I think if you are a fan of the movie, I think you just have to just go and play it. I think it's so worth it. I'll explain like all of my thoughts and feelings on the actual full game itself. I've also just done some like really cool stuff about, well, I think it's cool. I hope you think it's cool too, but I've done some cool stuff where I've related a lot of the game and how it relates to the movie, like how it builds on like the core principles of the movie too, you know, like does it build on the story in any meaningful way? Does it capture that kind of that paranoia and like the creature design? Like it's pretty much just like an open book creature design is in the thing, because it can just be anything you want it to be. So like, does the game build on that? And you know, you don't really see a lot of it in this trailer, but I really dive into that. Let me know what you think. Go check that out when it drops, or if you're watching this after it's dropped, go check it out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. So yeah, what I would like to do is this kind of video, just kind of like supplement the bigger videos. I just like the idea of keeping things a bit more casual. So if there's anything you want to see me talk about in this candid way, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm on Instagram. There's links in the bio on my channel. Yeah, if you've got any suggestions on anything you want to see from a channel or any future videos, just drop them below. Probably waffling now, so I will stop speaking and you can get on with your day. Cool. I'll leave this one there. If you're not already subscribed and this is somehow just rocked up on your feed, then please do subscribe, drop a like, it always helps. And I'll catch you when my next video lands, which, like I say, will be in a few days. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.